looking at the live. Oh, we are live. We are live on Facebook. We are live on Instagram. We're just live, basically. We are alive. We are alive, right? Anyone, how do you know that you're alive? Anyone know? How would you know right now that you're alive? What is telling you right now that you're alive? What is telling you? Is it the fact that you can pinch yourself and feel it? Is it the fact that you can see? Is it the fact that you can hear? Is it the fact, what lets you know right now that you are alive and in the house? I know that's a strange question to ask you guys, but good morning to everyone. Thank you for joining me. Day 2 on purpose. This is one of the most important subjects. I believe it's probably the subject that I like talking about the most. And having spoken all around the world to various groups of people, it's probably one of the most challenging questions, and it stumps people. I think the biggest question that stumps people the most is, what is the meaning of life? If you ask people that question, people, sometimes they have an answer for it, but a lot of times people don't. And your opinion about what is the meaning of life could be massively different to mine. I personally believe that the meaning of life is the meaning that you give it. And that's something I would encourage all of you to write down right now. The meaning of life is the meaning that you give it. And what is the meaning that you give your life? Can you not see that why so many people struggle in life? Because they don't have a big meaning for it. And let me explain it to you like this. I'm going to get out my my easel and let me just share this in one other place. I'm sharing this in multiple places at the moment. But not for much longer, my friends, because we will be changing the way that we do things around here, because I'm looking for people who are really serious about becoming the hero in their own life. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people that want to be a huge example to others. And if you're that person, just let me know right now. If you say, yeah, that's me. That's just like me. If you want to be, Jerry's put his hands up. He's in the room. If you're the person that wants to be your own hero in your own life, I'm about to start on a new book with Kate Carruth about leadership. And, you know, ultimately for me, the leader is the one that you want to follow, and you are a leader. You are a leader in your own life. So if you want to be, I'm calling you out. I'm saying, hey, you right here, right now, you watching this, whoever you are, do you want to be a hero in your own life? Do you want to be someone who is the savior to other people? Do you want to be the savior of yourself? Because what we're looking at this week is all about purpose. And if you look about what purpose really means, well, you can look at it from the dictionary point of view, which isn't often a bad place to start and say, well, what is the meaning of the word? It's the reason that something exists. It's the reason that something is done. It is the reason that something is made. It is the reason that something is used. So think about that. What's your purpose? Why do you exist? What are you here to do? Why were you made? And how do you want to be used? There's another meaning around it, which is a desired result and an aim towards a goal. And we are, as some of you know, because I talk about this a lot, we are what are called teleological beings. And the Greeks worked this out. The Greeks, when they stopped giving all of the power to the gods and stopped looking for the gods for the answers, they started to look within, and they started taking more responsibility for the decisions that they made on a day-to-day basis. And that is where all of the wisdom came from. The ancient Greeks were so incredibly intelligent because they started to take responsibility for their own life, not just mentally, but physically. And that's why we might aspire to be great, and we might aspire to gain knowledge and have respect, but we often fail to take really good care of ourselves physically and mentally. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for heroes. Are you one of those people? Are you one of those people? Just answer the question, because I promise you, if you are one of those people, then stick with me. If you stick with me, you can call me a saint, you can call me a sinner. I really don't care. But if you stick with me, I guarantee you will be a winner. I have produced winners in life, or been a part of that process, or coached them and to help people achieve things that most people would have said was impossible. And I understand now more than ever that one of the key ingredients obviously is consistency, and I'm providing that consistency for you. And if you like, because I'm showing up here for you every day, I'm also providing you with a community of like-minded people. I created that, that was my idea. And now look what's happened. All these ideas that have come out of that. If you are the sort of person that wants to create something amazing, then show up here and let's do it together. And this is the big question for the day. And it's this. It's what is your ultimate concern? You see, when people are sick, that is often when we see how concerned people are. When we get to see the best in people is when really bad things happen. But why can't we see the best in each other every single day by having our ultimate concern? Jerry, you know that little red, there's one of those red balls. I think it's in the kitchen or it's on the floor or somewhere. Could you just get one of those for me while I just take a sip of my coffee, which I put somewhere? Because I feel, well, oh, there it is. I think it's there. Let's just take a break for a second, if that's okay, because this is important. What is your ultimate concern? Oh, my God. That is unbelievably awesome. What is your ultimate concern? So thank you. When we were at the My365 Summit, we gave everyone a ball. And as you know, our logo is, the eye with a ball on top. And what is the ball? The ball is your ultimate concern. Your ball is what is driving you forward. Your ball is, this is what I'm here to do. So what I'm here to do is to inspire 100 million people all over the world. That's what I'm here to do. And if you start to see what your ball is and you grow on it, you grow it every single day, it starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger. My ball is massive. It's much bigger than this, that every day, even when I don't feel like getting up, I go to work on myself because my ultimate concern is so big. What is your ultimate concern? And one of the things, and there'll be opportunities for some of you to get involved in this, because someday we'll take this to kids, because we need to teach children more than ever the importance of your ultimate concern, a purpose that fills you up, that gives you a sense of being here and fulfillment. But and I know, because we have all grown up in an era where things have just gone, it's almost like the ultimate concern is to be famous. The ultimate concern is to have money. The ultimate concern is to be famous at all costs. And, with being famous in 5 minutes, with things like Big Brother, all of these programs that glamorize quick fixes and glamorizes pulling people down, that the whole mastery type, getting better at something over an extended period of time, is almost laughed at. Why would you want to do it? It's like buried under the ground. But you and me, we need to wake ourselves up to realize, I need to get in tune with something and commit to it for an extended period of time. You see, I get up in the morning and I just love to learn. I love to write. There's a few things I'm reading at the moment that I'm absolutely loving. And I wrote down a few things this morning that really got me fired up. And that was the main thing. What is your ultimate concern? What is your ultimate concern? And then when you think about your ultimate concern, let me ask you a question. Take a deep breath. This morning I asked you, how do you know that you're here? And if you're watching this on the replay, thank you very much. And if you're sharing this, it's brilliant. Numbers are going up. More people are watching this broadcast. Let's see how many of you are watching it at the end of the week, because your ultimate concern probably got so small that life got in the way that you forgot about what it is that was really important to you. There is nothing more important than your ultimate concern. What are you here to do? Some of you are mothers, fathers, daughters, and that is really important. And we're going to look at that tomorrow, because that is also an integral part of maybe what you're here to do. But maybe there's something else that could be a part of. You see, if you take a deep breath, now you know you're alive. There is nothing more important than knowing you're alive by breathing. If you don't believe me, go underwater, hold your breath, or just hold your breath, and then realize that when you take a deep breath, after doing that you feel alive, because we need to breathe. But what about your soul? I was talking to Jerry this morning about, he wants to teach martial arts. So I said, okay, it's great when you teach martial arts from a physical way, but from a mental way. But what about if you taught it from a soulful way? And people say, what's your soul? Well, my coach once said that someone came round to his house once and rang on the door, And it was a fairly religious person who said, "We've come for your soul." So he took off his shoe and he hit him around the head. And the guy said, "No, not that soul, the other soul." So he took off his other shoe and hit him around the head with that. The guy obviously didn't have a sense of humor. He didn't hit him hard. My friend got arrested. But I believe we've all got a soul. And we often feel our real soul when both of our feet are on the floor. Feet are on the floor. If you're a dreamer, we're going to look at that this morning, because this is the issue that some of you have, right? Which one of these are you? Are you disengaged? Are you the sort of person? This is the youth of today. Disengaged, only really interested in themselves. You can have your ultimate concern or your purpose. That's the big one. Or you can be someone who's just disengaged. I'm not interested in what anyone else has to say. I'm only interested in me. Are you a dreamer? You have lots of ideas. Yes, isn't this lovely? Woo! You're like, your feet are hanging in the air. You're not grounded. You don't make any plans. Or are you a dabbler? You just dabble in and you dabble out, going from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing. Which one are you? Are you a dabbler? Are you a dreamer? You're disengaged. Or are you someone who has an ultimate purpose? I have an ultimate purpose, and I invite you to have the same. What are you here to do? And I will provide the platform for you to start working that out. And by the way, here's a trick. I would say that the true ultimate concerns are ones that there are things that you do that make a difference to other people's lives, but at the same point, they make a difference to yours. And if you're struggling and you don't know, be kind. Just go out of your way today. If you want to find out what your purpose is, go out there and be kind. Be kind to who? You and everyone you meet. Put a smile on someone's face. Let them know that you're in town. Because this is not, this isn't a joke to me. I love to laugh, as many of you know, but I'm looking for some superheroes. I don't want to be the only superhero in town. I want everyone to be a superhero because I believe in you. So tomorrow we can go into a little bit more detail about this and look at, what are the obstacles? You all know what your concern is deep down. And if you think you don't know, you do know, and you're going to find out, because I will keep showing out until you get to the point of knowing where it is. Yeah, that's really kind. Look, Eddie McElvoy, he just wrote there, who's an incredible human being. 135 people here, 135 people aren't sharing this. Because sometimes, how many people do you think really need to hear this? Parents that need to hear this. See, we know that we're being impactful with this because many children are starting to be affected by the fact that their parents are changing. I was speaking to Wendy Hutton the other day, who they deal with some pretty challenging, her and her partner, challenging kids. And she started changing the way that she was talking to her kids based on what we've been doing. And those kids have started to change. It's really up to you. A lot of people don't like to share this because they're worried about what other people think. And maybe you're a professional person and you have good reason not to share this information. I don't know. All I'm asking is strength in numbers. You look at the fact that at any moment now, America could go to war with North Korea, right? At any moment now. And I didn't get this when my coach told me this years ago. We have to be the light in our lives. We have to be the light. We have to be the joy. We have to be the people who are happy, because we have to spread that into the world. And who knows, we might spread it enough that Donald Trump might feel our love and joy. And we might send that to whatever his name is, Ying Young Kim in North Korea, and we can change the world. It's very challenging times. We need to be the heroes. Stop mucking about. Take control. Your future is unwritten and you have the power to change. Spend some time to think about this. I could go on and on and on, but that's enough. It's time for you to answer two questions. What is the biggest learning you've just taken from what I've just said? What's the biggest learning? Write it down. What are you going to do with that? Something you can remember. I listened to something today before I came on here. It was a quote by George Bernard Shaw, and I don't remember it in its entirety, but I will write it down. And he was basically just saying that our ultimate concern should be to live our ultimate concern. That's what we should be. That's what our goal should be, to live it, not to talk about it. Talk is cheap. It's all about action. Thank you for being here today. I really appreciate every single one of you. This is our time to be the light and be the difference in the world. So thank you for being here. Let me just quickly make a quick 20 seconds on here. Love you guys on Instagram. Got a busy day ahead. Thank you. I could see some people on there. Right, here we go. Ready? Let's turn the camera around. Here we go. So It is day 2 on purpose. Thank you very much for all of you that are here today. We've got to live our life on purpose. What is our or yours ultimate concern? My concern is to inspire you to be the hero in your own life. See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. Much love. Make it a great one.